What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. We have some inside information regarding quality of life improvements coming to Diablo Immortal, as well as something from the Chinese patch notes that I wanted to go over today. I'm going to start out with the Chinese patch notes, and then we're going to get into the exclusive info that was sent to Diablo partners regarding the update. We should be getting this out before Blizzard actually gets it out, so it's the first time you should be seeing it. And I will share a little bit more about my thoughts on that in just a moment. But let's start right here with what we saw in the Chinese patch note. So we have the new PvE gameplay, Eye of the Abyss, which is very much like a Castle of Vanguard, or at least it sounds like that from what I said in yesterday's video. Let's go through this because this is a deeper look than what we got yesterday from the North American patch notes. Through the Eye of the Abyss, you can even hear the cry of the soul. Challengers work together to fight against the endless tide of demons and purify the eroded souls. After successfully challenging, you can obtain legendary equipment and the power of the devil. Now remember, this is from Chinese, converted over to English, and as we saw yesterday, it definitely did look like a horde mode, but there did seem to be some objective based game modes as well inside of there, all as part of the challenge. We'll read on, see more. Eye of the Abyss is a brand new team-based gameplay. Monsters will attack from all directions, and the operating space will be compressed to the limit. So essentially, we're going to have something that closes in on us, I'm assuming, or it's in tight proximity in the beginning. It's the strongest challenge in history. The gameplay requires 4 adventurers to work closely together to explore the Devil's Lair. As you gradually unlock more difficult challenges, teamwork and combat skills will become particularly important. Only with tact, cooperation, can you continue to protect the soul brazier, and defeat the powerful enemy. I love these types of game modes. I think that they play really well in Diablo Immortal, just doing the PvE kind of challenges. So I have loved this type of thing since Horde mode came to Gears of War 15 years ago. It's always been one of my favorite gameplay styles. Now, in order to help you defeat the devil, powerful Abyss amulets will also appear in the Eye of the Abyss gameplay. Each team member can carry different types of amulets, which provide adventurers with additional active skills and enhance their basic and additional attributes. These amulet skills are divided into 4 types: output, treatment, protection, and curse, and each type has unique active skills. Reasonable matching of amulet skills of different division types will be the key to successful challenges. So I do like these new skills. Yesterday I had mentioned in those patch notes reading through that maybe these are skills that they could be potentially testing out to bring to the classes full time. And this would be a great way to test something like that in an event like this. Or maybe they're just for the event and we'll never see the skills actually permanently attached to our character classes. Either way, I think it's cool. Probably the second. I don't think they'll ever make their way attached. It's not like each class has its own specific skills. These seem to be like add-ons that you could throw on top of your skills. In the more sinister Abyss, you can also obtain a new legendary main hand and legendary offhand equipment with demon skills. What kind of devastating blow will the skills of the Fire Baron Lassar bring when you unleash him? Let us wait and see. Assemble your team, hone in your combat skills, look through the Eye of the Abyss, and face endless challenges and glory with your teammates. I like it. I think it's going to be a great mode. It seems to be giving us some decent rewards. Maybe not a ton of stuff, not a ton of legendary crests, but a new type of gear that has the demon or the devil's skills that is going to be fun and is going to be able to give us something new to the game. Again, we focused in the past on do we want new or do we want fixed? I think we're getting a little bit of a blend of both right here. Now, this was just patch notes from the Chinese blog. I want to dive into now the quality of life 3.1 update from Diablo Immortal. This stuff was all sent to me and exclusively Diablo partners, so it's something that you should not have seen yet, which is kind of nice. You're getting to hear it here first. Challenge rifts, the changes coming to challenge rifts. A blacksmith will now spawn near the exit after completing a challenge rift. I don't see the big importance of that, being that challenge rifts don't really drop a bunch of equipment. Either way, not a bad change. You can now skip up to 10 levels at once when completing a challenge rift, depending on how quickly you completed a run. So the more quickly and successfully you complete a run will allow you to jump more deeply into it. So obviously, if you can complete a run very quickly, the game AI, we could call it, although that's not what it is, will determine that you are strong enough to jump 10 levels or up to 10 levels, so it'll allow you to do so. That's nice, being able to jump a bunch. I'm currently at the point inside of the game where I'm stuck, or I could just get one at a time. But when you're behind and, maybe you're just sitting at combat, at like challenge rift level 100, but you can get up to 250, nice to be able to skip by 10. Next up is combat rating requirements are now displayed on the entrance screen to give you a better understanding of how difficult the encounter will be before you start. Nice to see. Not a huge change, but nice to see that before you go. And the final thing changing with challenge rifts, we're adding buttons to the challenge rift selection screen to make it easier to skip to the next available challenge rift or down to lower level ones more quickly. I guess they don't like the whole slide mechanic where you can just slide on over to where you want to go. I can imagine that can become encumbering if you have 100 levels to jump. For the normal jumping and sliding between levels, though, not the biggest deal. So challenge rifts and the change that we're seeing there are good, but nothing that's making me say, it's not jaw-dropping, nothing crazy amazing. But we have two more quality of life changes we're going to see, and one of those is with battle points. This one is very interesting. This is something where I have been very quickly meeting my battle point cap. Typically, as I've been grinding, more normally, 3 to 4 days into the week, I am capped with battle points and I can't make progress there. And then I lose a little motivation to grind. And here, battle points earned towards completing the battle pass will now have a rolling cap that increases by 2,400 each week. So do you understand what this means? We still have the same 2,400 cap, but really what's going on here is if you don't finish the first weeks, you can then roll those battle points over and then you can add them to your next weeks. For example, if on week 1 you only spend or you only collect 1,400 battle points, then in week 2 you'll be able to grab 3,400, adding that 1,000 on top. And then in week 2, if you only complete 1,000 battle points, you'll have 2,400 remaining. Then on week 3, you would have 4,800 battle points. So what this does is it doesn't allow you to get more daily or more weekly, but it does allow you to get more overall monthly if you were someone that was slacking and not getting it done every single week. If you're someone that every single week meets your cap, this is not going to matter for you in any way. But if you're someone that maybe like grinds hard 1 week out of the month, you're going to be able to use all those battle points that you had missed in prior weeks towards that battle pass. So really the most important week to grind out of the month for battle points at least is going to be the final week of that battle pass. So week 4, you could honestly, if you do 0, you can get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, about 10,000 battle points. Just, stupid quick math in my head. Now, to finish up what they're saying, previously, if you're unable to earn the battle points within a given week, you would permanently lose them. This change is aimed to give players more freedom in completing the battle pass and allow those that have started late in the season the ability to catch up and claim all the battle pass rewards. Definitely a good change. This is bigger than the challenge rifts in my opinion, but also definitely not exactly what I wanted to see. I would love to see them push this up to 4,000 battle points per week, just because, and it's not even for the battle pass. It's not even for the rewards of the battle pass. It's for the experience gained jumping from one battle pass level to the next. That's where the strongest point is there for me. But this is a very good change. I've been touting it myself that I would like for this change to happen, or not specifically this, but to do something with the weekly cap. They have done something with the weekly cap, so they are listening. We'll see how this plays. We'll do it for a few months, see if we're getting all of our battle points, and we'll go from there. And there is one more change. Now, something that I want to get into before I get into that final change is there's going to be a blog coming out at some point, maybe later on today. And when that does come out, I'm anticipating there will be more information on that than I'm sharing with you here today. So I will take you with another video tomorrow, if that drops, through all of those changes as well. These are quality of life. We may see more, we may not. If we do, you know I got you covered. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. But we want to get into our third quality of life change and final, Elder Rift and Fading Embers. All right, give us more, which means more gems we could craft. We're increasing the baseline for Fading Embers provided by an Elder Rift from 8 to 10. Okay, small change, but good. Crests used will continue to grant 1 Fading Ember towards the bonus Fading Ember cap. Once a player has reached the 120 bonus Fading Ember cap using their crests, the 1 Fading Ember per crest used will contribute towards the base Fading Embers cap of 280. So it looks like they're making it easy for us to get those embers. Not huge. Now, what are Fading Embers and what do they do if you don't know? When you run yourself an Elder Rift, you get these things called Fading Embers, which you can then craft into legendary crests, but not only regular legendary crests. I'm talking about the Unbound, the purple ones, the ones where whatever you get, you could sell on the market if you wanted to. This change allows players to continue to use crests to more quickly and efficiently earn their weekly Fading Embers. This would allow a group of 4 adventurers, all using 10 crests each, to reach their cap after just 8 Elder Rifts, down from previously required 35 runs to achieve. So it looks like less Elder Rifts being run, more Fading Embers per run. If you are already reaching your cap, I guess you'll just get it done 4 times more quickly right now. 10 baseline plus 10 bonus crests for 4 players equals 50 Fading Embers per run, and 400 cap by 50 per run equals 8 runs. There's the breakdown. That's if you're all using crests and there's all of you in the party. This is something you would see if you're partying up with friends to run your Elder Rifts. Anything that's going to get me more embers or more of the telluric fragments so that I could make myself gems is a positive thing. As you know, something that really is a struggle inside of the game is getting legendary gems upgraded, because you just don't have a lot of the food gems to do it, or getting normal gems upgraded, which 2 days ago I put out a video sharing with you guys the new best way to get normal gems. Make sure you check out that video as well if you didn't see it. But let me know what you guys think of the quality of life changes. Do you think these are going to be amazing, or do you think that they are just kind of meh and okay? My favorite one is the battle point change. Although I don't think it is 100% fixing the issue, it is an improvement. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And by the way, as I say this, Red October just sent me a message talking about lag inside of the game, and that they are still on top of looking into that to fix that. So it does seem that Blizzard is listening to us on some of the requests that we have to make this Diablo Immortal a better game.